In a quiet village nestled between hills that blushed with wildflowers and rivers that hummed lullabies, lived a man named Rian. He was known for his intelligence, his strong hands, and his warm smile. He helped the elderly carry firewood. He taught children how to write. He always offered a hand when the crops needed harvesting. Yet, despite all his efforts, no one respected him. People thanked him, yes. They used his help, yes. But they didn't value his voice. They didn't trust his leadership. They didn't see him. At night, Rian would sit by the river, staring at the moonlit ripples. "What am I doing wrong?" he'd whisper to the wind. "Why do they not see me?" One evening, while the sky bled shades of orange and indigo, an old traveller with silver hair and eyes like polished stone approached him. His cloak smelled of faraway mountains, and his footsteps made no sound. "You seem burdened," the old man said. Rian looked up, startled. "Do I know you?" The man replied. "You know the truth. I'm just here to remind you of it." He handed Rian a small leather pouch. Inside were 6 smooth black stones, each etched with a word: complaining, interrupting, boasting, gossiping, blaming, pretending. The traveller's voice turned serious. "These are the 6 habits you carry. They are not evil, but they are heavy. They build walls between you and others. If you want to be respected, truly respected, you must bury these." Rian was stunned. He didn't think of himself as someone who complained or gossiped, but when he looked inward, really looked, he saw the truth. He often complained about his misfortunes, hoping others would pity him. He interrupted, trying to prove he was smarter. He boasted about his skills because he feared being unseen. He sometimes gossiped to feel included. He blamed others when he failed. And yes, he pretended to be more confident than he really was. Tears welled up in his eyes, not of sadness, but realization. The old man pointed to a large ancient tree near the river. "Go, bury 1 stone each day, and leave the habit with it." So Rian began. On the first day, he buried complaining. He spent the day speaking only of solutions. He smiled more. He focused on what he had, not what he lacked. On the second day, he buried interrupting. He listened, really listened. He waited even when his mind raced to speak. People began to notice the patience in his silence. The third day, he buried boasting. He let his actions speak. He helped, but didn't mention it later. And when others praised him, he simply nodded. On the 4th day, he buried gossiping. He walked away from whispers. He chose to speak well of others, even those who had hurt him. The 5th day, he buried blaming. When something went wrong, he admitted his part. "I should have done better," he said. And instead of shame, he felt power. On the 6th day, he buried pretending. He opened up. He shared his fears. He told the truth of who he was. Not perfect, not fearless, but honest and real. Weeks passed, and slowly, something changed. People came to him not just for help, but for guidance. Children ran to greet him. Elders asked for his counsel. His name was spoken with warmth and weight. He was still the same Rian, but lighter, freer, and more respected than he had ever been. One morning, he returned to the tree. The earth was undisturbed, but Rian felt something powerful in the wind. A voice echoed inside him. "You didn't need to add anything to be respected. You only needed to let go." Moral of the story: respect is not earned through noise, show, or fear. It's built in silence, truth, and self-awareness. Leave behind what dims your light, and your light will finally be seen.